wants to be in a, see what I mean? This is the waistline. I haven't had this since I was 12. 11. At age 12, I started expanding when we came up north after we went to Germany. And we came up north. Look at that. I can see between my legs. What? You know, when I was 12, I remember my thighs started rubbing together because it was burning. It burned like fire. Now, again, this is not about downgrading anybody. This is about saying what I went through, so I know anybody that's had a lot of weight, they know what I'm talking about. I haven't seen my waistline since I was 12. I'm going to say that again. Since I was 12. This is like really incredible to me. Really, really incredible. Okay. It's not because I got older. It's because of the full pelvis twist, which made me lose 225, maybe a lot more weight than that. I believe it's a lot more than that. A lot more. So I qualify. I got a text message, and I qualified for them to talk to me on Monday, and they asked me what I wanted done, you know, for my body. And when you carry the skin after you lose the weight, that much weight, I ain't talking about 40 pounds, I'm talking about over 200 and more. When you lose that much weight, your skin is heavy. You know what it feels like? I'm wearing a heavy jacket, not the sweater. Yeah, I could be butt naked. It feels like I'm wearing a heavy coat, all over coat. Mostly in my back, I can feel it hanging, like it's just pulling me. It's pulling down. You know, all over. It's very heavy. And I believe and I understand that's what it is. Number one, they cut some of it off in February when I went to do the full body compression on my legs and stuff, for my legs and my chest to fix the holes in my esophagus. So they took off what was on the sides, the extra, because I had like this, I could actually grab it like this. I didn't have to, I mean, it's like a whole glob, like, you know, all the way around. They did do that, but now there's more. They need to get that off. They left that there, and they need to get it off. The girl who was afraid when she saw my CAT scan, and she said to me, she whispered, I saw what's behind your throat. I saw it. I saw that thing in your throat. She was so fascinated, you know, it's all lit up. It's bright like my profile picture. And I guess that's what's keeping me walking around. It's glowing. It glows just like my photo. It's in my throat. Anyhow, because I am internally decapitated. Never mind that. Anyhow, meanwhile, back at the ranch. Yes, veins and everything are still connected. The point is that this right here, this beautiful waistline I'm looking at. Oh, and look, as you can see, I don't have wide hips. You don't see no wideness going on. It's kind of like a straight line, almost. You don't see no wide ass hips right there. I never had that, never. This is what I had when I was 11. It was the last time I remember looking in the mirror. I have full body mirror, first time I seen one when we went to Germany. And I looked in the mirror after I got off the bathtub. These were already just where they are. Even though I was 11, they wasn't standing up here. It was down here, right where they are. Because you know why? Because they're heavy. That's why. It got nothing to do with age. They're heavy load right there. You know, I was 11. I remember looking in the mirror in Germany thinking, why are they way down there? I'm a little girl. I'm 11 years old. Why are they way down here? You know, all the other girls there was way up like that, just poked out. Of course, they were smaller. I wasn't thinking about that. It's a weight crash. Age 11. So now everything's just where it was when I was 11 years old in Germany. No, my butt don't stick skin from the clouds. That is a serious impact. They gave me a brand new skeleton. And that was my last brand new skeleton as far as I know. I don't know. I may have been in the house a few times, but that's not what he's talking about. He's talking about when you just fall, from 10 feet. And that's what he said. So I know I have a brand new skeleton. And so through every bone, it still doesn't defer the fact that some stuff was, the old bone has to melt away and your body absorbs it, like nutrition, cannibalism. Just a little joke, but it's kind of true. I mean, you have waste and empty out, whatever, but your body doesn't heat. This is true. Yeah. And so that's the good part about that impact. But yeah, I can't, just the same way I was built. My grandma half German. There ain't no ass in that. Ain't no ass. Ain't no sticking out, poking out. All of that roundness going on. Now my mom, she prayed for all her daughters to have legs. Legs like thick at the bottom because her legs were thin at the bottom. She has very wide hips, big butt. She said she wanted the bottom of her legs, her calves, to be matching. She felt like it didn't match. I didn't really see the problem. Her sisters were the same way. My grandma was the same way. I really didn't see the problem. I was used to seeing it since I was born. I liked it. But anyhow, I have big calves, and my calves are big. And my father showed me his calves, so I got his calves. But I don't have the big hips, so it doesn't matter. I'm all evened out. I say I'm even. And it's good. I've never had a problem with that. But like they prayed for that. I prayed for my daughter to be shaped more like them, and she is. She got, she's shaped like my mom and all of her sisters. They do that. The real black girl thing going on, whatever it is. Indians too. Indians have those fat, wide hips, whatever. So, and when you say, I heard somebody in my clairvoyance say Puerto Ricans too. Puerto Ricans are Indians. Hello. Hello. Jamaicans are Indians. Jamaicans are Indian. I learned this at the college. Jamaicans are Indian, Irish, and Spanish from Spain. Okay? That makes a Jamaican. And Puerto Ricans are African, Indian, and Spanish. Again, all of these islands were Indian. This is what I learned on my last day before I got hit by the truck. All these places that we live on, that we call America, and all the little islands in between, Barbados and all of it, they had different names. This was Turtle Island and still is. Okay? Doesn't matter who came here, Mr. America, 200 and something years ago or 3. Who cares? I do care about the history. Some of them are my relatives' blood. Of course, you know that because of the killings and the love. Maybe some people don't like hearing this, but I don't mean it in a hateful way. Because it is the truth, but it's in love. We are one. Okay? See how I'm proud of my white girl butt. Okay? There you go. Now. Always was. Sometimes I did wish I had a fat butt. But we're not talking about butts right now. It's getting a little twisted. Talking about this waistline right here I haven't seen since I was 11 years old. 11 years old. 11. And for all the females and males here who have lost weight in Massachusetts, there's a new place here. We didn't have that here in Massachusetts before. You had to go far, far, far away to get to a place where they would cut the extra skin. You can't see it. I'm not going to pull up my clothes. But I feel it. I feel it everywhere. It's everywhere. It's got to go. It's got to go. They asked me what parts I want done first. This is for everybody that was fat and lost weight. I'm not talking about 200 pounds. I'm talking about passed over 200 pounds and lost over 200 pounds. This is what this show is for all of us. Okay? That stuff got to go. You can see some of it. That got to go right here. And right there too. You got to take that. They did this right here because they had to do my esophagus. Of course, it was probably, oh, this is good. Good God. I don't feel no fat over here because they had to open me up to mend the holes in my esophagus from the full pelvis twist from when I got hit by the truck. That still wasn't fixed all these years. I wasn't gonna let them touch that one until I start feeling the actual liquid going over to the sides. After so many times. Never mind that. It's still a show. Look at this waistline. But I got to get rid of some of, So you know what? This right here, this is from I ate 3 times. I'm trying to gain a little bit of weight. And you see, I want some. I can't. They did this too, but they got to do this. And in the back, there's some in the back and under my arms. Because under my arms, if you see videotapes, you'll see that right here under my arm, behind my back. I had back fat so thick. Good God, there was a lot of back fat, okay? That was enough back fat. Good God, have mercy. No. I seen it in the movie. I don't know where that video popped up on one of my channel, and I had forgot about it. And that's after the full pelvis twist. But oh my God. And I could see it while I was dancing with the kids. And I could see every time I raised my leg, you could see under the dress, you could see the fat on my stomach move every time. It was down to here. They moved all that. That's gone. But they need to move a little more of that. That's got to go. Yeah. So anyways, they're here in West Springfield. And I'll leave the number under here. It's on commercials also. Well, there's kind of rules with YouTube. I'm not supposed to leave the number. Just look it up. It's in West Springfield. It's new. It's new because we didn't have that over here. And you have to pay so much money before. Good God. And just live with it over here. Or like on the show, the 600 pounds, you got to travel so far away just to see if somebody could get rid of all that fat hanging off. The nasty, and it's heavy, We don't want to live like that, right? Very uncomfortable, and it's hard to clean yourself. It's just hard to move around. I'm still rolling around like when I was almost 400 pounds. And I'm smaller now. But the weight of the skin, that's what I learned that week too. The skin is the biggest organ in the body. That was part of a test we had. What is the biggest organ in your body? The biggest organ of, the key word is of. What is the biggest organ of the body? I couldn't believe it. I get a lot of answers right. 99.9. And most of the time I get 100% on the answers and tests. But on that one, I failed. The biggest organ is the skin. And I feel it is heavy. It's got to go. That skin we stretching while we gain weight, 50 pounds, lose 30 pounds. Lose 70 pounds to get into a size 8 beautiful pair of pants I saw when I was a size 18. Went to a size 8 inside of 6 weeks watching aerobics and doing it every day. Of course, I was freaking 18 then. Of course, I could do that easy all day, fat and all. But all right, so people, I just wanted you to know. Look it up if you haven't seen the commercial, because most people are on the internet all the time, all kind of apps and everything, movie apps and different things, and you might not see that commercial. This commercial was on a regular channel, like a local channel. So if you're in Western Massachusetts and you gained more than 200 and lost more than 200 and you want to get rid of the skin hanging down, yes, they have payments. They have payment agreements. You can do installments a little at a time. You don't have to pay a lot. You don't have to, it's not like before we got blessed. Okay? I just want everybody to know that knows how it feels to be really big and then lose weight and have all that hanging everywhere. I told him I want my legs done, my arms, my everything. I said everything. I mean everything. For all the people that have problems with weight gain and everything, I just want to say that it's hard after you lose weight because then you have extra skin. And if you watch the show called My 600 Pound Life or whatever, even though I didn't get way up there, but I still went more than halfway there. And what happens is when you lose weight, there's a lot of skin, and which I have a appointment on Monday for the to make the appointment to start to remove the extra skin. This is very serious for many people who experience this. You will notice that, you know, if you lose more than 200 pounds, then they have to see. First of all, I haven't had a waistline. Let me see if I can make it. No, can't do it. I haven't had a waistline since I was 12. That is the truth. The last time I was this size, actually, I was 10. I was 10 years old. 11. Okay, 11. I was 110 when I weighed myself when I was 10. I was 110 pounds. That's what I'm weighing now, 110. I mean, I haven't seen this weight. It doesn't work. I don't know. Okay, well, I haven't seen this weight for a very long time. I have never had a waistline. Never. Well, I ate 3 times today already, and it's not even the afternoon, so, but that doesn't have nothing to do with it. I never had a waistline. Not ever. I mean, never. Even when I got down to a size 8 after when I was, after I had a baby, and I went to a size 16, almost 18, 20, and I didn't like that. I was 19 years old getting into a size 20.